I'm Zahir, Kelvin Abdullah, and this is Nightline. The top stories. Police Menteri Besar resigns as political crisis deepens. And 3 summoned in MACC military contracts probe. Police is in the throes of a political crisis following the resignation of its Menteri Besar Muhammad Shukri Ramli on Thursday. At a press conference, Shukri, who is also the Sang Lang Assemblyman, denied that his resignation was made under pressure from any particular party.
Peletakan jawatan saya ini adalah atas faktor kesihatan dan sukarela saya untuk melepaskan jawatan. Jadi tidak ada kaitan dengan yang lain-lain lah.
Despite his decision to step down as Menteri Besar, Shukri said he would continue to serve as the Sang Lang Assemblyman. As to his successor, he said the decision would be entirely at the discretion of the Perikatan Nasional leadership and the Raja of Perlis. It was previously reported that 3 past assemblymen, along with 5 from Bersatu, had submitted statutory declarations to the Raja of Perlis declaring that they no longer supported Shukri. Shukri was the 11th Perlis Menteri Besar appointed on November 22, 2022. He is the first politician from the PN coalition to take over the administration previously held by Barisan Nasional for 65 years in the state. In the last general election, PAS won 9 state assembly seats, Bersatu 5 and Pakatan Harapan 1. At the same press conference, Shukri emphasized that the coordinated withdrawal of support by the 8 assemblymen, especially those from his own party, constitute an act of betrayal.
Ahli yang berhormat yang macam ni disebut pengkhianatan lah. Sebab apa? Sebab kita dalam PAS ni dia ada bai'ah. Bai'ah ni yang saya kata sesuatu yang cukup berat lah.
Shukri also claimed that he was unaware of the real reasons behind their decision to withdraw their support.
Kalau kita tengok dari segi maklumat tu tak bocor, terancang. Sebab maklumat langsung tidak dapat dikesan, tiba-tiba terjadi saja. Saya pun dapat maklumat tu pada hari kejadian.
Earlier, Perlis State Assembly Speaker Rosli Aizan announced unexpected vacancies in 3 state seats, namely Chuping, Bintong and Guar Sanji. He said the Election Commission would be notified of the matter in the near future, together with a recommendation that by-elections be held for the 3 affected constituencies. Rusali explained that the decision was made after 3 assemblymen from PAS, Chuping's Saad Seman, Bintong's Fakrul Anwar Ismail, and Gua Sanji's Muhammad Rizwan Hashim were expelled from the party.
Saya telah membuat semakan dan meneliti dengan sebaik-baiknya perkembangan yang berlaku dan berkaitan dengan 3 orang ahli Dewan Negeri yang dimaksudkan, dan saya telah berpuas hati untuk memutuskan bahawa telah berlakunya kekosongan luar jangka.
He added that following the dismissal, Muhammad Rizwan's post in the state government as Perlis Youth and Sports, Science, Technology and Innovation Committee Chairman was automatically vacated. All 3 assemblymen were also required to return all state government assets in their possession. The PAS Central Working Committee, which met on Wednesday, concluded that the party memberships of the 3 assemblymen would be terminated with immediate effect. PAS President Tan Sri Abdul Hadi Awang, who announced the matter in a statement later, said the decision was made pursuant to clauses 76 and 15 of the PAS Constitution Amendment 2025. No reasons, however, were provided for their expulsion. In a related development, Rosli noted that while by-elections are not required for the 3 vacated state seats, given that the Perlis State Assembly will automatically dissolve in 2 years, he intends to write to the EC requesting that they be held to maintain political stability.
Saya akan menggunakan budi bicara saya diperuntukkan melalui proviso kepada pasal 5, perkara 55 Undang-Undang Tubuh Kerajaan Perlis untuk memaklumkan secara bertulis kepada Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya bahawa kekuatan dari segi bilangan parti yang membentuk majoriti semua ahli Dewan Negeri adalah terjejas oleh sebab 3 kekosongan luar jangka itu. dan akan meminta Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya mengadakan pilihan raya semula bagi mengisi 3 kekosongan luar jangka tersebut.
Following the termination of his party membership, former Bintong Assemblyman Fakhrul Anwar Ismail said he would submit an appeal to pass within 30 days.
Kita agak terkejutlah sebab tindakan tu agak tindakan yang di luar kebiasaan. Sebab kami tidak pernah dipanggil untuk membuat pembelaan diri, begitulah. Jadi di luar proses biasa.
The Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim and Raja Permaisuri Agong Raja Zahir Sofia on Thursday extended their Christmas greetings to Malaysia's Christian community. The King and Queen conveyed the message through a post shared on Sultan Ibrahim's official Facebook account. In their message, the Majesties expressed their hope that the celebrations would bring joy and harmony to all who observe the occasion. Embodying the spirit of openness and mutual respect, Christmas celebrations across the country unfolded in a warm and harmonious atmosphere. Beyond being a time for family and friends together, the festivities showcase Malaysia's unique embrace of cultural and religious diversity. Each year, the home of Datuk John Patrick Anthony Sami comes alive with guests eager to experience the Christmas cheer. In the spirit of togetherness, neighbors from different ethnic and religious backgrounds are invited every Christmas to enjoy a delicious feast.
Malaysia is a beautiful country. Everybody is very harmonious, people are happy. Kita saling bantu-membantu, saling bergantung pada semua kaum. There's no such separation. Kita pastikan makanan semua halal and bersih. So it's a very good family time together. We are a Malaysian family.
This year, guests were treated to a spread of traditional Christmas dishes and local delicacies, symbolizing sharing, closeness, and community spirit. The sense of harmony is evident as Malaysia's diverse cultures and beliefs are celebrated with genuine goodwill and camaraderie. For John's mother, the magic of Christmas lies in preparing meals that unite all generations within the family.
So I asked them to go. Even this morning I told, better you come and see. Don't know how long I can cook. Very happy. Tired as I don't mind because once we gather, the joy is there.
Celebrations like these not only bring people together, but also highlight the unique multicultural identity that defines Malaysian society.
Malaysia is amazing because sebab ada banyak makanan unik sebab banyak multicultural kan kat sini, so that's yang unik di Malaysia yang kami pun miss lah.
For agriculture expert Professor Dr. Billy Tang, Christmas is a deeply meaningful occasion every year. Despite becoming a person with disabilities 10 years ago after an accident, he has remained resilient and committed to ensuring his contributions benefit the community. The 59-year-old founder and CEO of a disability-led social enterprise became physically disabled after being partially paralyzed in a road accident in 2015. The tragedy transformed his life, but he refused to let it define him or hold him back. Undeterred by his challenges, his dedication to agricultural research earned him the Oxford Award for Lifetime Achievement in Humanitarian Impact and Global Sustainability 2025.
Kita nak tunjukkan OKU pun boleh menyumbang kepada GDP negara. Okay, macam inovasi kami yang ada, kita tak pernah tambah tanah, tak pernah pakai baja, tapi orang dapat makan secara biologi.
A father of two, Tang reflects that the true lesson of Christmas is that resilience is not about enduring alone, but having the courage to rise and grow alongside others.
Dalam perjalanan hidup saya sebagai OKU, saya belajar bahawa kasih sayang keluarga, sokongan komuniti dan rasa saling peduli adalah sumber kekuatan sebenar.
Meanwhile, regenerative agriculture coach Jia Kao-chi describes Tang as a constant source of inspiration, motivating him to continue serving the community.
Even people are younger than us or elder than us, we must have respect each other. Then only we can contribute love and peace together.
Across the world, communities marked Christmas with devotion and festive spirit, coming together to honor traditions and hold on to hope despite challenges from disaster-hit regions to crowded city neighborhoods. In Indonesia, residents of Ek Ngadol village in South Tapanuli district, North Sumatra province, gathered for Christmas Mass despite the destruction caused by floods that devastated 3 provinces on the island 4 weeks ago. Residents said the celebration helped restore spirits amid the devastation. Meanwhile, Christians across Pakistan celebrated Christmas with devotion and traditional festivities, holding modest gatherings in crowded Islamabad neighborhoods amid festive decorations. In the United Kingdom, London's Oxford Street became a focal point as Christmas shoppers flocked to the city centre to buy gifts, crowding the streets beneath bright festive lights and holiday displays. About 100 people in France gathered for Christmas dinner at Paris's Hang Art restaurant, where volunteers have been organising meals and festive activities for around 30 families since 2014. The Madani government's 2025 reforms, including the government procurement bill, have enhanced public service efficiency, strengthened audit transparency and improved Malaysia's competitiveness. Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, who said this, noted that at the same time, the efficiency of public services has been enhanced and that government audit transparency strengthened. In a Facebook posting on Thursday, the Prime Minister added that these reforms safeguard the integrity of public spending, shorten administrative processes and close avenues of leakages from the outset. Anwar also said the outcome of these reforms is faster service delivery, more transparent financial monitoring, early detection and prevention of corruption risks, restored investor confidence and improved global competitiveness for Malaysia. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission has recorded the statements of 3 individuals in connection with army procurement contracts. Preliminary checks found that several companies had repeatedly secured contracts with unusually high values, raising suspicions. According to a source, the trio had their statements recorded on Wednesday. Initial investigations found that from 2023 to 2025, the military awarded 158 procurement projects valued at more than 500,000 ringgit each, while a total of 4,521 projects were awarded for procurements valued below 500,000 ringgit. The MACC has also conducted checks on the accounts believed to be involved. On Tuesday, MACC officers reportedly visited the Defence Ministry in connection with investigations into several projects involving the Army. The focus is on projects executed through open tender procurement as well as those under the Army's Project Responsibility Centre. On Wednesday, Bersatu Port Dickson Division Chief Badrul Hisham Shaharin, also known as Cikgu Bad, visited the MACC headquarters in Putrajaya to lodge a report over his claims of unusual transactions in the bank account of a senior military officer. Earlier, MACC Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Azam Baki confirmed that an investigation paper had been opened under Section 17A of the MACC Act. After proceedings spanning more than 7 years, the Kuala Lumpur High Court will deliver its decision on Friday in the 2.3 billion ringgit One Malaysia Development Berhad 1 MDB trial involving former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak. Judge Datuk Colin Lawrence Sekera will decide whether the former Pekan Member of Parliament is guilty or innocent of 4 charges of misappropriating 1 MDB funds and 21 counts of money laundering. The judge concluded the hearing of final submissions from both the defense and prosecution earlier this month. Throughout the trial, the High Court heard evidence from 50 prosecution witnesses and 26 defense witnesses. Last Tuesday, the Kuala Lumpur High Court dismissed Najib's judicial review application to enforce a purported addendum order which would have allowed him to serve the remainder of his prison sentence under house arrest in relation to the misappropriation of 42 million ringgit belonging to SRC International Sendirian Berhad. Suri Narudin murder, main suspect to be charged. More news from the local front after this breather.
Melihat kembali kanvas penuh warna dan helaian fakta.
Menurut peristiwa, kisah dan detik yang membentuk arah negara dan dunia.
Imbasan 2025, retrospektif wajah masa depan.
Ahad 28 Disember, 5.32 petang. Hanya di TV3 dan stream HD ditonton. Belajar kini lebih semangat dengan TV Tuition. Lebih 5,000 video pembelajaran, lebih 100 hos hebat, terdiri daripada selebriti dan guru berpengalaman. Ulang kaji jadi lebih seronok dengan lebih 10,000 soalan latihan serta ulasan guru yang membantu anda faham dengan cepat dan mudah. Apa tunggu lagi? Langgan sekarang dan stream ditonton. TV Tuition, belajar ditonton, bijak sampai lulus.
Macam mana Aira boleh terfikir dan Aira nak serahkan abang pada orang lain?
Aku tak nak kawan dengan kau. Sebab kau tadi... Sebab kau tadi...
Dah cakap apa ni?
Yes.
Aduh, sakit.
Sampai hati kau.
Oh, tak nak kawan dengan abang sebab tak ada tonton ke?
Yelah, kan RM9.90 je. Sekarang baru nak boleh kahwin. Kawan-kawan.
Tirai tragedi 2025. Kesumat derayan air mata, mengimbau kisah lara, menyingkap cerita duka. Buletin TV 9 edisi khas Rentapan Jiwa 31 Disember jam 7 malam hanya di TV 9.
Welcome back. The main suspect in Suri Narudin's murder is scheduled to be charged at the Tampin Magistrates Court on Friday. Negeri Sembilan Police Chief Dato' Al-Zafni Ahmad said police had completed their investigation and referred the case to the State Public Prosecutor's Office. According to Al-Zafni, the prosecutor's office had agreed to charge the main suspect under Section 302 of the Penal Code. He added that another individual who was previously detained will be called as the prosecution witness. On Wednesday, police confirmed that the body found inside a bag buried near an unoccupied house in Kampung Batu Empat, Pedas, Rembau on December 18th was Suri's. Her identity was confirmed through fingerprint analysis, which matched records held by the National Registration Department. The 53-year-old entrepreneur had been reported missing since December 8th. Following the discovery of the body last Thursday, 2 men were arrested in Malacca and Genting Sempah within 24 hours. The main suspect is said to have known the deceased. A popular tourist stop and eatery along the Jalan Simpang Pulai Cameron Highlands route has been ordered to close temporarily. The decision was made to allow a thorough investigation into landslide risks in the area. Perak Infrastructure, Energy, Water and Public Transport Committee Chairman Dato' Sri Muhammad Nizar Jamaluddin said preliminary assessments indicate that the area is reclaimed land and susceptible to landslides. He added that this slope lies outside the Public Works Department's jurisdiction and that the closure falls under the authority of the Forestry Department and relevant local authorities. The issue came to light through a social media post with drone footage showing how part of the land near the food stall had eroded, raising public concern. The post sparked netizens' concerns over the safety of the area, a popular stop frequently visited by tourists and road users. In Johor, the Department of Environment uncovered open burning activities and illegal waste retention during a large-scale operation in the Maju Jaya industrial area. The raids were carried out on Wednesday following complaints from local residents about a burning smell. In a statement on Thursday, the DOE said it discovered open burning of various types of waste at an engineering factory. Although the burning was not identified as the main source of the reported smell, action was still taken under the Environmental Quality Act. A separate raid was also conducted at a scrap recycling premise along Jalan Kempas Lama, suspected of being a source of pollution. While no abnormal odor was detected during the inspection, the premises was found to have committed a serious offence by possessing and storing scheduled waste illegally. Bangladeshi PM hopeful returns from exile. The details when Nightline returns.
Hai ombak yang menyapa pantai, kabarkan hatiku punah berkejai.
Saya tengok ending semalam.
Tak ada tonton.
Tak ada tonton.
Tak ada tonton. Tak ada tonton. Tak ada tonton. Tak ada tonton. Tak ada tonton.
Macam ni baru boleh kawan.
Dalam bayangan tipu daya dan pengkhianatan, Ariana terperangkap dalam tekanan.
Awak kemas barang-barang awak. Mulai hari ini, kita duduk tempat lain. Saya dan awak.
Cukupkah cinta yang tersisa untuk menyelamatkan hatinya?
Kita pergi jumpa Is now. Okey.
Kau ni gelojoh lah.
Saksikan drama vertikal bersiri Separuh Nafas Cinta. 2 episod baru setiap hari, 12.30 hari dan 8 malam. Eksklusif di TikTok Drama Sangat dan Tonton.
Mana kau tahu? Kau jangan main fitnah je, Man. Kan esok lusa kau yang kena berangkat dengan dia minta maaf.
Dia bukan milik kau, Pora. Dia terpaksa. Kau memaksa.
Awak pernah dengar nama Zakwan tak? Dia dulu pelakon popular. Orang kenal dia sebagai Zahir.
Tolong bawa dia ke sini.
Awak kena hati-hati. Ada yang cuba menjatuh awak menggunakan Maria. Awak tak perlu risau. Awak sentiasa dilindungi.
Kalau aku dapat kau, mati kau!
Aku bagi amaran pada kau. Jangan cabar kerja aku.
Kenapa kacau orang? Aku dah pesan jangan cari masalah dengan orang. Ingat, Pora. Kau tetap perempuan yang lemah. Kau tak boleh menentang aku.
Aku tak akan duduk diam. Aku akan tuntut hak aku kembali.
Tirai Tragedi 2025. Kesumateraian air mata mengimbau kisah lara, menyingkap cerita duka. Buletin TV 9 edisi khas Rentapan Jiwa 31 Disember jam 7 malam hanya di TV 9.
We're back with news from the foreign front. Exchanges of fire between Thailand and Cambodia have remained confined to localized areas as overall border skirmishes have eased, with negotiations between the two countries entering their second day. Thailand's 2nd Army Area Command reported on Thursday that 2 soldiers were injured by a landmine in Ta Kwai Temple, while the Cambodian civilian was killed, bringing Cambodia's civilian death toll to 31. Earlier, Thai media reported that the Thai-Cambodian General Border Committee Secretariat meeting began around 9 a.m. local time on the Thai side of the border in Chantaburi province. About 30 Cambodian delegates attended alongside Malaysian members of the ASEAN Observer Team. The Secretariat meeting is scheduled from Wednesday to Friday, and if preliminary talks go smoothly, it will be followed by a meeting between the defense ministers of both countries on Saturday. 14 countries, including Britain, Canada, Denmark and France, have condemned Israel's approval of 19 new settlements in the occupied West Bank, saying the move is illegal and jeopardizes the Gaza ceasefire. In the joint statement released by the French Foreign Ministry, the country said Israel's actions violate international law and could undermine the fragile truce in Gaza as mediators work to implement the second phase of the ceasefire. The statement also urged Israel to reverse this decision and halt settlement expansion, warning that continued settlement activity could further escalate tensions on the ground. The condemnation comes after Israel's far-right finance minister said the approvals were aimed at preventing the establishment of a Palestinian state. Tariq Rahman, Bangladesh's front-runner for Prime Minister, has returned to the country after 17 years in exile ahead of the landmark general elections. 60-year-old Rahman arrived in Dhaka on Thursday after living in London since 2008, when he left Bangladesh, citing what he described as politically motivated persecution. As acting chairman of the Bangladesh National Party BNP, he is poised to succeed his ailing mother, 80-year-old former Premier Khaleda Zia. The party is aiming for a return to power in next year's elections, and Rahman is expected to become the country's leader if the BNP secures a majority. His return comes in the wake of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's ouster last year. On to sports now. The 2025 ASEAN Under-19 Futsal Championship. Malaysia suffered a 0-1 defeat to Indonesia in their second Group B match on Thursday. The narrow loss, however, did not prevent the national squad from advancing to the semi-finals thanks to their opening match victory over Myanmar on Wednesday. Playing at Non Tan Buri Stadium in Bangkok, Indonesia took the lead in the first minute through Andika Ferdiansyah. Stunned by the early goal, the young Tigers regrouped and kept Indonesia at bay. However, despite efforts by coach Rakpol Soinatgam's side to secure an equalizer, Indonesia's 1-0 advantage held until the final whistle. With the result, Malaysia end their Group B campaign as runners-up after recording 1 win and 1 loss. The national team are set to face Vietnam or Thailand in the semi-finals. And that concludes Nightline this time around. Before we leave, let's take a look at central France, where a few centimeters of snow fell on Saint-Etienne, transforming the town centre and parks into a wintry wonderland and delighting walkers. With that, I'm Zahir, Kelvin Abdullah. Thank you for watching and stay safe.